Good afternoon. Welcome to our electropractical classes. Today we will be seeing the ulnar nerve stimulation. So ulnar nerve is a nerve that is a branch that is comes from the middle trunk. Okay, that is lower trunk, and it is an anterior branch of lower trunk, and that comes from the medial part, and it basically comprises C8T1. That means it's going to supply mostly the muscles that are on the medial part of the forearm as well as the hand muscles. That's what it is going to supply. And in forearm, it supplies basically two muscles. One is flexor carpi ulnaris, the other one is flexor digitorum profundus medial portion. These are the two muscles that it supplies in the forearm. And then in hand, it supplies the entire hypothena, and it supplies the entire introitius and the medial aspect of the lumbricals, and in thumb it supplies the adductor pollicis. So these are the muscles that it actually supplies. The nerve actually travels from here. If you see from there it starts, but here it becomes superficial towards this medial epicondyl groove, and it runs here, and there it enters into the palmar aspect or the volar aspect. It enters through the flexor carpi ulnaris, and then it travels around here, and just above 5 centimeters above here it gives a branch that is dorsal ulnar nerve, which supplies the sensory portion of the dorsum of the hand, and then the motor branch still runs, and it passes above to the carpal tunnel, and then enters into the Guyon's canal, and it actually, before that, it splits into superficial and deep branch, and it supplies the muscles that I mentioned as well as the sensory portion of these 1.5 fingers. Some anatomy books it's 2.5 fingers, so I'm not getting into that which part, but generally I believe that it is the medial 1.5 fingers, and the dorsal nerve actually supplies this entire portion. That's why when you see ulnar nerve we talk about 1.5 fingers of both volar as well as dorsal aspect. Okay, now I'll be discussing about the motor point stimulation. The indifferent electrode that I will be placing it at the nerve where it becomes superficial. So this is, you can feel that, you can feel, palpate, and you can see the medial epicondyle. You can start from there proximal, and you can actually drive down the groove, and you can see, and just next to that is you are getting the groove where you can actually roll the nerve. Ulnar nerve you can easily roll and palpate over there, and there I am going to place my indifferent electrode. And while placing, this is a plate electrode, so I want the plate end is not a straight one, you can see it is bent, so I want the bend comes like this, so that she doesn't have any, or I will not have any issue in inserting the electrode. Now what I am going to do is I am going to fix it with my Velcro. Okay, so I am going to fix it again. I'll confirm, since I took my hand off, I am going to confirm that I am over the knob. Yes, it's there, and ideally no things. Okay, try not to have any clothes, because the clothes, this is moist, so that will absorb some amount of moisture, then the current will go through there also, so keep that up. Yeah. Keep that up, fix it, and you can see that I am not moving the electrode. Why? Because while fixing you may still misplace the, okay, fair enough. Now I think I have secured, it is still not complete. Okay. Fair enough. Now this is properly secured for me. Okay, I'll be inserting the electrode that's over here. So I inserted. Fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'll be stimulating the flexor carpi ulnaris. As I told you, it's earlier in the median also I told you, if you look at that from here to here, This is the area that where you have your all the two ulnar muscles. If you look at that, actually, if you make a fist and do an ulnar deviation, if you look at that, the entire uh, my model is actually thin, so you can't see, but you can still clearly see that this portion, that you can see the bulk that she is having. Yeah, the bulk that I could feel is, the bulk is from here and here, and the bulk is, so this is the muscle bulk, and we know that the proximal 1/3 and distal 1/3 is the junction where I get the motor point. So the motor point is somewhere to be here. That's what I assume. That's what I assume. This is in a normal, so obviously I can do like this, but